Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. See how the D reacts. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's DeLuca. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Gilliam. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give out of the gun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Humphreys. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's DeLuca. Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws toward the end zone.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Looking downfield, it's Hills. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely bait.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score.
42 Spider. 4-2.
They'll run it from the gun. Beck's going for the goal line. pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, NC State!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Humphries. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's DeLuca. Got it in the middle, it's Vasquez. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Pitt pushing the pace. Pulls and fires complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The give to the tailback. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Panthers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Appalachian State has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Hills. Looking for a huge play. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback is looking...
Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it out. It's Humphreys. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Hit right back to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, North Carolina State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's DeLuca. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Humphries. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties.
There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Pitt.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They'll line up to go for two. Motion from the wideout. The snap sets up the throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a two-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
But we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Might as well give it to him again. NC State quick to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bully ball on third and short. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On first down from the 13-yard line. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Humphries. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got room on the return. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's won.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, NC State.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
NC State. 13.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphreys. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's DeLuca. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They have it once again. Spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
325.
Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He turns that loose down the right side. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And you just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Fielded in the end zone, it's Humphries. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's DeLuca. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it down the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's DeLuca. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The screen, and watch out. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a space. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Panthers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Hills. Buying some time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Coming out with it, it's Humphreys. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To the ground with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Pitt pushing the pace.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
He'll pull it down. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed four.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the ground. He's got it again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking for space. It's Vasquez. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass will be incomplete, and time